What's up? Freddie Pressure here with a quick video for you. On today's video, I'm basically going to be going over 5 jobs with you, breaking them down, and kind of telling you where I got the jobs from. If you're new to the channel, I'm Freddie Pressure. Over here, this Pressure World. Pressure World, we're applying major pressure to the pressure washing industry or any industry we touch, whether it be real estate, e-commerce, Airbnb, leveraging credit, author. Now, it's a million one ways to get paid, and over here in Pressure World, we're applying pressure regardless. Salute to the gang, man. I appreciate all the support. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and go follow me on Instagram if you're new in the business and you need some before and after pictures. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so right here on this job, clean this dirty driveway. We got this job from a yard sign or a bandit sign, something I speak about in my ebook, How to Get Money Using Bandit Signs. Basically, the customer called us. She said she got a notice from the HOA, and you know, she needed to get it clean. And as you can see, her driveway and her sidewalks are pretty dirty compared to her neighbors, and she live in a decent neighborhood. So you see Miss Pressure right here, she watering down the grass. She got a nice lawn, so we making sure we not gonna kill no grass, and she also watering down the surface at the same time. Now what you'll see me using is the a 12-volt soft wash pump. You can go on, I got this pump here from the pressure washing store. You can go online and get one. I think they're about $1,500, but you know, I'm using a 4% mix, which is a strong mix because I had some left over from a roof job that we did. Plus, we had a full schedule. So, you know, I had to apply a stronger mix because I was trying to be in and out, and the surface was really dirty. So I really didn't want to waste as much time as I needed to get the job done. So I sprayed a stronger mix. But using a 4% mix or the soft wash pump, 12-volt pump in general on the surface is not necessary. But like I say, in this situation right here, we was in a rush. Not necessarily in a rush, but we had a full schedule, so we had to get it done. I had a couple subscribers asking me what kind of chemical I was using to actually clean the surfaces of the driveway. And basically, it's sodium hypochlorite. That is the, you know, the pressure washing lingo. But, you know, as a resident, just say you're a resident trying to clean your driveway, you know, you can go to the store and get some bleach or go and get some chlorine, whatever works for you. You can buy it from Home Depot, Lowe's, or your local pool spot. But if you notice, it's a lot of soap on this driveway. That's not necessary when you cleaning a surface like this. And to be honest with you, you know, it's kind of a lot of soap. But like I say, this was some leftover roof mix that we had. And when you cleaning roofs, of course, I like to put, you know, a decent amount of soap in there so that it can stick, and I'm using less chemicals. So that's the reason why you see more chemicals. I mean, that's the reason why you see a lot of soap, which is not necessary when you cleaning surfaces, just, you know, for your information. I also had a subscriber ask me, why do I use this box technique when I'm pressure washing? And to be honest, it's because within myself, I feel like I'm moving a little quicker compared to just doing the up and down technique, straight line. I feel like instead of me doing just one line or two lines, I'm doing four lines because I'm actually boxing it off. So in my mind, I feel like I'm quicker. But who knows, man? I do feel like I'm quicker compared to going up and down. And like I say, I have a 4 gallon per minute pressure washer. So, and I'm in Florida, where it's hot, so I got to do what I can to be more efficient. And, that's what I do, man. I just do what I do and just try to be more efficient how I can with the machine that I have. And I'm going side to side right now just so that I'm not leaving no lines behind. This job right here, we actually downstreaming. I'm waiting for the soap to clear from the hose. I already downstreamed it. And like I say, this customer here called me from a yard sign. I'm a big marketer. I'm a big yard sign marketer. You know what I mean? Because I have a strategy, I have a technique that I know a lot of people don't have. I'm taking advantage of my advantages by, focusing on that more than a lot of other marketing sources that's out there. Only because, like I say, not a lot of people are doing it, and I know this for a fact, especially in my area. So I'm taking advantage of that by getting the eyes of different customers. But we got this customer here from a yard sign. She called me. I made a video about this lady in the past. Where she I just felt like she was a little sneaky, but that don't have nothing to do with me. That's not my business. But she did call me and say she wanted to get her property clean because she was having an event, and you know. So she called us to get her clean, and out of all the pressure washing guys on Google, on Facebook, that's in the area, she called me. So that's the reason why, like I say, I like to do the marketing that I do, because like I say, I stand out. And that's what you have to do when you get into this business, man. But we using about a 2% mix on this surface, and as you can see again, it's good and soapy. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's just gonna be soapy around here, man, which ain't nothing wrong with it. It helps the chemicals stick to the surface, and sits on there longer. But you can see I'm using that box off technique again. That's just what I do, man. I like to do that. To me, it seems, like I say, more efficient. And with my 4 gallon per minute machine, I got to do what I can to be, just a little bit more efficient. Even though I'm not slow, you know what I'm saying? If I could do a job in 30 minutes to an hour, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? It's only so fast you can go. You don't want to go in a customer on a job and knock it out in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? And you charging these people, hundreds of dollars. You know what I mean? You want to at least take some time, and go over it. At least I do. You know what I mean? I'm very thorough when it comes to my work, man, and my name and my job, because it's me. You understand me? I want people to call me back when they continue to work with me for years to come. So I make sure I do quality work over everything. You know what I mean? But here we go, boxing it off. So right here, you might see me going side to side, and that's basically, I'm just, taking my time a little bit to get the mold from the joints of the pavers, because that's one thing about Florida and the pavers, man. If they haven't been cleaned in a while, they're gonna have a lot of mold in between the joints that you really can't see. You know what I mean? But once you start to rinse it off, you'll start seeing it pop out in different areas. And like I say, I like to be very thorough with my job, so I just take my time, man. And I'm actually finna go over it again with the turbo nozzle, just to guarantee that I got all the mold, all the weeds and plant growth from the joints of the paver, and they look super clean once we get done with them. Now, one good thing about this customer screen enclosure, screen cage, lanai, whatever you want to call it, she did have drain holes at the bottom of the cage. They was a nice size. So everything, the dirt, the mold, the water, everything went out of the drain hole with no problem. So that's the reason why you see me pushing it towards that way, because she have some good drain holes. And that's rare, man, that people actually have those in their cages out here. A lot of the times you got to work a little bit harder pushing it out of the door, and just, this cage right here was perfect. You don't see no water build up, in the corners because it's going out of the drain holes, man. Okay, so this the driveway. It's the same customer. Like I say, we did her patio and her driveway. So these two jobs alone pays for the yard signs that I use to get this job. As far as marketing, I pay about $200 for 100 signs, $210 for 100 yard signs, and then I pay my guy, to put them out each week, about 25 to 50 signs out in different areas each week. So this one job here paid for that, and the rest is profit. But I also closed a big seal job that I already did. I didn't record it, and another 2 nice size houses that I got from this set of bandit signs. So it's a lot of profit, man. And that's the reason why I do it. But you can see Miss Pressure right here applying that pressure. That's wifey. She enjoy doing surfaces, and she get it done. It's a nice community, HOA, and these people here were, like I said, they were very nice, and they like to keep their property clean. So I added them to my CRM, and we gonna be, putting them in rotation. And that's very important when you out here building, man. Okay, so I had one of my subscribers ask me, well, he actually told me that he bought all the equipment, he got it, everything that he needs, but the only thing that's stopping him from starting is the fact that he don't know the prices to everything. And here's my thought on that. This is just my opinion. I'm big pressure. This is just my thought. One thing you don't want to do when you get into the business, well, I can't really say that, but to each his own. People are different. But one thing you don't want to do, man, is wait to have somebody else validate your vision in order for you to get started and do something. You know what I mean? You can't let you not having the answers, or somebody giving you the answers that you want to hear or you need to hear in order for you to get started and locking down and going after your vision. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, man, you're not gonna have all the answers, but if it's that important to you, you'll go out there and figure it out. But for me to answer that question, let me just simplify for you. When I first started in the business, I didn't worry about what other people was charging in their business, because I knew the circumstances and situations of other people's in their life wasn't really the same as mine. people not going through what you going through and then want to start their own business at the same time and gonna be on YouTube talking about that exact thing. See, my situation was different. I got fired from my job unexpectedly. I have a wife and kid to provide for. I'm the breadwinner. You know, I had savings put up for about 6 months, but that was it. And I didn't want to go and work for nobody else. You know what I mean? I didn't want to have somebody be in control of my livelihood anymore, just to want to wake up one day and fire me. So I decided I was going to start doing pressure washing. I didn't look at no YouTube videos. All I knew is I had a pressure washer, a 2.5 gallon. You know, my guy, he used to, he had a trailer, you know, and that's where I got a little taste of pressure wash, because he had one just sitting up. So I bought me a 2.5 gallon pressure washer from Facebook for like $100. And then I went to Office Depot and bought me a folder, like a brochure type of thing. And I printed up off of my printer, you know, different services that I offer. And I went door to door. So within me getting fired and me start making money in the pressure washer business, it was 3 days total. You know, I got a plan, I executed, I put a little format together, and I started knocking on doors. It was fast. I didn't have time to play. You know, I started making money immediately. My thing was, when I went out my first day, I got my first sale. I knew it worked. It confirmed to me that it worked, and that if I could sell one, then I could sell 1,000. I could sell 1,000,000. So that was my belief. So I sold one a driveway, $50. So now I know how to make $50 in a day. You know, compare a lot of people working minimum wage, you know, working regular jobs. They make $50 in a day. I was used to making more money than that in the business that I got fired from. But like I say, I was humble. I had to humble myself, and I just had to go through the process of starting from the bottom and working my way up to the top. So I made my first deal. It was game changing for me. You know, I made $50. So I made $50 in one day. So then my next task was to learn how to make $50 every day for 7 days. You know what I'm saying? So if I can make $50 every day for 7 days, that's $350 a week. That's a regular minimum wage job. And like I say, I'm humble. You got to look at the other benefit of what I'm doing. I work for myself. I don't have a middleman. You know what I mean? I'm able to provide a little, not a lot, you know, but I don't have to go through nobody to do that. So it's a lot of other benefits to starting a business and what I was doing to myself, for myself, because I was going door to door. I didn't know what I was doing as far. I never did that before, and it worked. So that in itself was a win to me. You know what I mean? That was a win to me. So my next thing was, okay, now I know how to make $50 a day consistently, every day. Not today, then 4 days later, 6 days later, a month. I knew how to make that every day consistently. So now my goal was, how do I make $100 a day? So that was easy. I just changed up what I was doing. So instead of me going out to get one job, knocking on doors, and then running back to the house, get dressed, go and do the job, and now I don't want to go to the doors no more. Instead of me doing that, I was like, okay, I'm finna make sure I get 2 jobs locked down before I start going to the house and come back and do the job. So if I get a job, the first job, I let them know, look, I'm finna continue knocking on doors. I'll be back around this time. I'm finna try to get a couple more deals before I go to, you know, come and do your job. They'll be like, okay, well, blase this. Boom, boom. So I'm like, okay, boom. So now I start getting 2 jobs. This is light, I'm learning. So now I know how to make $100 a day. Consistently. You know what I mean? Not sporadically or none of that. Every day I make $100 a day. That's $700 a week. Now I'm making more than minimum wage people. That's decent money to somebody. $700 a day. I mean $700 a week. So I learned how to do that. So I'm like, now, okay, I'm making decent money. Boom, boom. How can I make $200 a day. How can I make $200 consistently? That's the key word, consistently. Can you do it consistently? So what I start doing, now I already added up, okay, I'm gonna get 2 jobs before I take it in and do that 1 job. Then what I'm gonna do now, I'm finna upsell, these jobs that I'm in. So while I'm at the job, I might, do another $75 for their sidewalks, curb. So now I'm making about 125, 150 because I was upselling home decor, gutters, you know what I'm saying, window sills, anything that I can get in the door with, and figure out the customer and upsell them, So I come out with at least $100 a day. $100 ticket for each customer. So I'm doing 2 customers, I'm making $200 a day. That was going door to door. You can't really do a lot going door to door. You can't really get a lot of customers by yourself and do them the same day because, you're going to have to grind and go to the door. So I'm like, okay, now I know how to make $200 a day. You know what I'm saying? What's $200 a day times 7? That's $1,400 a week. You know what I mean? That's the money I was making before I got fired, between $1,000 and $1,400, sometimes $2,000, working. So I'm like, okay, now I'm official. I know how to get it out the mud and make $200 a day with $3 worth of marketing material and just the will to succeed and the ambition. But I had to start from the bottom. Then I got up to where I'm more experienced, I'm more educated on the products, I can do things faster, and I added on different marketing sources, you know what I'm saying? So I got more customers coming in. So, now it gets up to like $500 a day, consistently. You know what I'm saying? $500 a day, you got people that say $1,000 a day consistently. But, me, I have multiple businesses, so I'm not really trying to, work myself to death or be extra. I got kids, I need to be at home at a certain time, But a lot of new people, like I say, they get in the business, man, and they want to go for the $250 minimum. They want to go, I'm not going outside my house if I ain't making $250. And it's like, okay, man, but what job have you ever worked where you started and you actually was making the same amount of money as somebody who's good and been doing this for like 20 years, doing the same job for like 20 years? Where did you come in that is making the same amount of money with no experience? You know what I'm saying? No experience, you don't have no nothing, but you think you finna come in the business and make the same amount of money as people who've been in the business longer than you, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And this is what you're being taught. You know what I mean? So, and that's the way people think. And my philosophy on it is like, man, yeah, you can get money with that, but you ain't gonna be active. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be as active. And you gotta look at it like, what do you really want in your business? If customers are the lifeline of the business, then you want customers also and the money. The money gonna come if you got customers. You get what I'm saying, man? So, like I say, guys come into business, man, and they trying to make the same amount of money as a big dog. You know what I'm saying, man? And they starving out here. When the big dog, he got multiple marketing sources. He got calls and calls and calls coming in so he can pick that money that he want. You barely getting a job, and then you tell these folk you finna charge them this, and you might get it. We ain't gonna say you ain't gonna get it. But how many times you gonna do that? You gonna be starving out here, starving like Marvin out here, man. And like I say, if somebody got a minimum price, which ain't nothing wrong with that, to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying, and they only making 100,000, 150,000, because it's only so much you can make as a owner operator. You know what I'm saying? 200,000. Other than that, you got employees, man. You know what I'm saying? So if that's all they making, and they only making it, You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. Man, 150,000, 100,000, 200,000 ain't a lot of money to make in the pressure washing business. It's a million ways you can do that. So as far as pricing, man, start from the bottom, work your way up, man. Cover your bills, cover everything that you need, your insurance, your expenses for your what you call. Don't overcharge for your expenses, man. That's why I say people greedy though, but there's gonna be, like I say, that do whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say, man. When I first got into the business, I started from the bottom, and then I made 6 figures my first year. You know what I'm saying? Start from the bottom. I ain't have no minimum, but not only that, I have a lot of customers. My name out there. I was building relationships. You know what I'm saying? And it's like nobody ain't doing that. You know what I mean? I'd rather have 10% of 100 people than 100% of one person, man. You understand what I'm saying? You got to build business on customers, especially if you also trying to grow. It's cool, don't get me wrong, if you could do 150, 1,000, 200,000, 300,000, whatever, with 10 customers for the year, because I mean, the customer's gonna be slow for you. You can do it. You can get the same amount of money with less customers. But me, I think that customers are the lifeline of the business. So as you starting out in the beginning, it's very important to get the customers. Let people see your work. You can take advantage of that by getting videos, getting before and after pictures, getting all that, man. I've been rambling on this video, but click the link below. Get my ebook, How to Get Money Fast Using Band and Sign. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up. Comment below if you have any questions for me. I'm trying to get back to answer these questions, man. And I know that I be in and out. They ask where I been, but it's like, man, it's a whole lot of guys out here doing pressure washing. I gave out a lot of glow. You know what I'm saying? I'm still active, but I'm just trying to do new things also with my channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only so much information real if you real that you can give, because it ain't that complicated. People make it overcomplicated. Me, I already gave it to you 100. For all them trolls, go ahead, say something, comment below, hit the thumb down. If you comment below, I'm gonna block you. This was supposed to be an ASMR video. Unfortunately, I started talking. Salute to the game, man. Big pressure. I'm out of here.